We are back with more of My Southern Home, and I'm here with John Barber with the Barber Cabinet Company. And John, we're in this gorgeous house that you helped design the kitchen for Dan Perkins at Homerama, and there's a lot of interesting details that's unique to this kitchen and master bath design.
Sure. I mean, a lot of what you're seeing right now is, your basic white. Went a little bit more, I don't want to say earthy, but some brown and black tones, stains specifically, so you can see some of the wood grain. But kept it, light in the kitchen. Lots of glass doors. A lot of the focus is on the tile, so it's still open and airy, but some darker tones.
It's a very traditional coloring, but the design itself is very contemporary.
Still very sleek. We made every piece kind of have a furniture feel too. So if you catch a shot of the toe kick, every piece has furniture feet. So it's still a very craftsman style, but do introduce some new looks for us.
John, a lot of the things that I'm seeing in design trends is color coming back. I saw it a couple years ago at the International Builder Show, but it took a while to get here to the Kentuckiana market, but it is here now. And a good example of that is the master bathroom.
Absolutely. The master bath is a navy color, and we did a lot of work in there. So there's actually a mirror frame. So the whole piece almost looks like a built-in piece. So it spans the entire wall. We cased the window with the mirror frame, so it's all flush, built in. And when you talk about color with the navy, you also see both in the master and in the kitchen, the gold hardware is making a big comeback.
And everything in the kitchen and the master, it's functioning.
Absolutely.
So you even have a bench. So it's this beautiful craftsmanship that's flush with the wall, but they have lots of shelving, which allows for storage, but then they have that cute bench where you can sit down. And even in the kitchen, you have lots of opportunities for storage.
Sure. I mean, if you start playing with things, as you pull things out, there's all kinds of storage maximization. Of course, we have the double pull-out trash can, the knife and fork drawer. In that master, beneath that bench is a nice big wide drawer, so you could store shoes or towels or whatever you may need. So really always look to maximize storage in a small space.
And speaking about maximizing, one of the things that Dan wanted for this kitchen is to be able to use that space for entertaining and to be able to seat a lot of people. And you have done that in the kitchen design for this home.
Absolutely. I mean, if you look at the island, it actually seats 6. And there's actually more seating at the island than the kitchen table. So that tells you something. I mean, it's a very informal, approachable kitchen.
John, one of the things that I'm noticing is more and more people are going to that open floor plan. I mean, the open floor plan has been around for a while, but now there seems to be more of a focus on how many people you can feed in the kitchen.
It is. I mean, we're in the kitchen, but we're sort of in 3 rooms. Generous walkways. This is going to be a home show, so it will be comfortable for everyone to move through. But we're really in 3 rooms right now, and we're able to pull all that together.
And John, you've done that with the basement bar as well.
Yeah, so I think what's really neat about the basement bar is we've taken kind of an area on each side of the fireplace that would normally be for built-ins, and we really incorporated almost a wet bar. So there's a spot for microwave, there's a beverage center, there's a bar sink. Above is where you can have a lot of fun with wine bottles, bourbon bottles. So really taking a space that's not usually used for that purpose and incorporating all those really fun things.
It seems like function is more important than the actual design now.
Yeah, I don't know about more important, but it's definitely a huge focus. Catalpa Farms, you're talking about footprints that aren't, in some cases you are at a premium for space. So function here is crucial because you don't want to waste any space. So again, going back to the basement bar, there may not be room for a wet bar, so we kind of incorporated one where you don't usually see it.
And Dan Perkins had very specific goals for this kitchen. And so if there's a viewer out there that wants to get their home remodeled, how do they go about creating those specific goals for themselves?
Sure. So the great thing about our company is that we are 100% custom. So you'll work with us from start to finish. It will be our designers that are sitting down with you on the front end, our own in-house production. So the designers will manage the job through production, and our own install crew as well. So, step one is to probably meet with us in the showroom and kind of have a conversation. And, our little motto is blending your ideas with our experience. This is our 70th year of business. So a lot of experience. We've seen a lot of different things between, Louisville, Lexington, Nashville over the years.
So do you have specific questions that you ask them when they come into the showroom about what their dream kitchen is?
Yeah, and so a lot of that starts with your plan too, because you are a little bit limited to the space that you have to work with. But the nice thing about what we do is we can fit the cabinets to your kitchen, rather than when you're working with a non-custom cabinet having to really fit your kitchen layout to the cabinets.
And John, with a custom job, you can help them in the design process as well. What colors look good with their house? What colors are timeless? Like you helped Dan in this Homerama home.
Sure. Well, we knew that we didn't want to do white, but wanted to make sure that it still, wasn't dark and dingy. So kept the glass doors. You'll also see two-tone here. So the upper at eye level is more of a brown color, whereas the base is that black espresso. So really an interesting take on different colors. But we can also do a custom color. So if you come to us with a really unique color that you'd like to see, we can do that as well.
And you have the beautiful brushed bronze, which is back in style now.
Really making a comeback. So we did that on the gas pipe. You'll see with the floating shelves as well. So really neat accents throughout the house, really.
All right, well, thank you so much, John. Really appreciate it.
Thank you. Always good to be with you.
We'll be back with more My Southern Home in just a moment.